And you see the 3-year age advantage for Stevens. Golovkin, a 2004 Olympic medalist.
The power punching KO artist, Curtis. It's my time, Stevens. Undefeated WBA IBO middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Triple G Golovkin.
You're good. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
I do not expect a premature stoppage tonight.
Curtis Stevens' big shot is his left hooks. He just, well, other than the threat that a healthy Sergio Martinez might outbox him.
Several years ago.
Focusing on defense. Now he tries a big shot and lands a right.
Not a lot has happened so far, but there is this sense of...
He's not throwing it as much.
Big left hook for Golovkin. Stevens gets in a body shot. Good right hand. This is the left hook there. Golovkin goes back to the jab. Expert Steve Weisfeld. Steve, tell us something about referee Harvey Duck.
Harvey is a 10-year pro ref who is a former amateur standout. He's very quick to respond to...
Left hook for Golovkin. Curtis Stevens has been big to land.
And the threat of that has already dulled Golovkin's normal early rounds attack.
And Stevens landed a left. George Foreman. Think Lennox Lewis. Stevens, 15 seconds in the round. He runs across the ring. Bangs Stevens into the ropes. 10 seconds to go in the round. Body shot.
Stevens also is a pretty quick fighter, and he himself had a pretty good amateur background.
Very quick fighter.
I love to see Golovkin backing away from a guy, but he respects Stevens' power.
And
good left hook.
Stevens' speed hasn't
Golovkin wants to punctuate the round with something. Gets in a right cross. Good left hook by Golovkin. And down goes Stevens. There it is. Cossack Thunder in round number 2. And Stevens doesn't look all that good as he gets up.
There's a fighter named Darnell Boone.
He's scoring with his jab.
And they asked for the same punch out of Stevens.
With a little straight right lead. Has a look of tremendous determination on his face here. 7 edge in power shots landed. Stevens gets in a body shot. That's what his corner wanted. Right hand for Golovkin. Stevens with another looking upstairs. Misses with the left hook. Lands a right hand. Wobble with it. One more right hand.
You're making him brave. Where's that water at? Kirk. Stick the jab and press him. You making it easy for him.
And then throw combinations, upstairs, downstairs, and back, up.
You go here, go to the body too.
Because he has the means to land the advantages because of the punching power coming back at him.
Two big right crosses.
I mean, I'm sitting there watching him, and he's throwing out that left jab, and it just keeps landing and landing.
Best offense we've seen from Curtis Stevens since the first round.
Yeah, he at least has some success coming forward.
Body shot to right hand. Golovkin lands an uppercut. Now countering Golovkin's big stuff with big stuff of it.
Stevens at least that 3rd round just to clear his head after the 2nd round knockdown.
Of course, of course. Good hook by
Good left hook by Golovkin.
End the story. Straight to that thing, Gennady Golovkin.
Oh, big left hook by Stevens. Momentarily his hands go now as Golovkin jabs him into position in the corner, throws a right cross to the body, the left hook and the right hand.
And now I would be surprised to see a third
opportunity to land something big.
But again, hesitant to go to the body with real force because of the
Stevens pinned against the ropes. And now Stevens erupts with 2 good clean shots.
That last round should have encouraged Stevens to come forward more.
Back, a counter right hand. Uppercut by Golovkin. hand over the top.
Doesn't want to trade a body shot for a headshot this early in the fight against a big puncher.
Wear him down a little.
Putting the jab out would allow him to see what punches to throw.
Body shot by Stevens, and another one. Golovkin knocking him back with the jab. Lands a right hand over the top.
Better when he attacks first.
From Golovkin, we have yet to see how Golovkin's going to react when Steven catches him with his
Everything for Golovkin. Stevens' corner asked for the jab, but he's not throwing it as much. Partially blocked both of them.
Left hook to the liver. Right hand.
He throws the right hand at Lance. I mean, if you watch this, incredibly accurate guy. He just keeps coming forward.
Like
Lands a left hook there.
Like Max said, maybe his head is starting to clear now from that first round knockdown.
and he's showing his hand speed.
Right cross lands.
When Golovkin works back.
One thing you see here, he's worried about leaving himself open to the right hand. Another body shot by Golovkin.
Making Stevens keep his hands at home and
Watch your hands.
deal with his offense. Body shot.
Another body shot for Golovkin, this with the right hand.
Punches, and you still don't get the sense that he's really connected with his...
Good right hand.
That didn't look like the left hook got all of Golovkin, or Golovkin might not be standing right now.
This has been a brilliant round for Golovkin.
All right, good job. You gotta stay busy. You can't sit back and wait. Sometimes you gotta press him and back him up a little bit, pop you a little bit. Doesn't have to be a hard getter. You just gotta set something up. All right? Deep breath.
Kurt, use your speed, man. And stop backing up. Side to side and stop backing up. Come on, Kurt.
Still very fast, and hits sneaky against a shorter fighter leaning in, but with a counter left hook like that, it's a dangerous punch to throw for Golovkin.
Who knows whether she'll come back. Harold, you get to stay the whole fight. And how do you have it?
Look at you. Six
To stay in the middle of the ring.
And now Golovkin tries to back him up again.
Down with a punch. Submission, I don't see either guy submitting right now. And physical.
Still trying. Courage of Curtis Stevens. Attack for Golovkin, 17 of 52 jabs, 27 of 48 power punches, 44 of 100 overall. Landed a left shot off the ropes. Harvey Dock watching.
His offense off, and whoever gets their offense seems to be the benefactor of the outcome of the combinations. Hurt him bad with that body shot.
Good comeback uppercut and right cross. Wobbled Stevens with a couple of shots and is still seeking a knockout as the round progresses. Good left hook for Gennady as he pins Stevens in the corner and looks to land something else big.
And even as
One Gennady Golovkin for measuring Curtis Stevens.
He's got to walk the nerves off.
When Vince Dooley was coaching the Georgia Bulldogs in football, his beautiful place for you. This is the corner where Golovkin has hurt him twice.
And it's one of the reasons Golovkin's becoming a fan favorite.
This minute has landed a flush left hook, a hard body shot with the left hand, a right cross, all hard shots, which don't yet... Yeah, it looks like if we get a knockout by Golovkin, it's going to be the submission of Wilbur in Madison Square Garden. Stevens seeming to give in just a little bit here. Big onslaught. Stevens finally caught him with one of those punishing power shots, something Eastern European fighters seem to do very well. Body shot for Golovkin.
Even though Golovkin's won all the rounds,
Right cross.
Golovkin's got to be careful with that uppercut, that right uppercut.
Yeah, of course he's very dangerous and they're close. So that's where his arms are most dangerous at in close fighting.
Doc said, you can't measure the guy. My interpretation is this. If the glove is closed, you can't.
Golovkin's got a little bulldog in front of him. He's done a great job avoiding those whistling left hook counters.
Yeah, he is.
But they still come here and there from Stevens. So the avenues to a knockout that Rozier...
By Golovkin, 3 of them in this round. thunder on the liver.
And Golovkin's still alert enough to back off those
Curtis Stevens is a very calm. About to stop this one.
dangerous. Stevens is exposing a vulnerability to speed here. Then you mentioned Sergio Martinez attempting to throw it against a shorter fighter leaning in.
He's telling him no. 6-0, Gennady Golovkin.
And we're told that Mrs. Rozier.
You know why Stevens was against the ropes. I think it was those body shots by Golovkin in the last round, but here Stevens is trying his...
And for Golovkin, though, he doesn't really have to be this close.
He's throwing punches and backing him up, and they want to see that from him.
7th round, balanced attack.
Concussion. Golovkin's the guy who knocked him down with a punch.
Now right hand body shot.
Because he's throwing back just enough to stop.
Does not sit back and wait on Gennady Golovkin. But when he waits, Golovkin lands that jab.
Now Golovkin with a body shot and a right cross, and momentarily hurts Stevens. Another right cross lands for Golovkin. Very active round for Gennady.
Gennady Golovkin. You know, Jim, you got to give him an extra point for the knockout of round 2. But I got to tell you something. This is interesting.
He just took a little walk.
A lot of people have to do that. I had an aunt that had to walk the whole time I fought, whether I was winning or losing.
Here in the 8th round. Stevens has listened to his trainer, who told him stay in the middle of the ring. But now Golovkin backs him to the
Get him
ropes.
out of there is making him go ahead and push the issue.
And the fans appreciate that kind of risk.
For Triple G.
Curtis' left eye starting to close from the overhand.
And Golovkin so far is beating him on the physical abuse.
Yeah, but Stevens in the last minute. Hard right cross. And the left hook. Golovkin trying to measure him one more time. Recipient beat down.
Stevens up and seems to break him down. You just get this sense that Stevens remains very dangerous with his punching power.
Beautiful wife Barbara used to walk the perimeter of the upper deck of the stadium through the entire game. Good right hand by Stevens. Backs Golovkin off. Right cross for Golovkin. Body shot. Uppercut. Right cross. Right cross.
Stopping it.
Big right cross by Golovkin. Crowd chanting Triple G. Triple G.
Golovkin keeps his chin tucked well, even if he doesn't always move his head. So he does get hit, but
really hard body shot by Golovkin.
I see Curtis breaking down physically.
Tremendous left hand body shot. Whipping Curtis Stevens into the corner.
That's it.
And they're going to stop it in the corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Harvey Dock, at the urging of the challenger's corner, calls a halt to the contest. The official time, the knockout comes at the end of round number 8. The winner by that KO victory, the undefeated Gennady Triple G